Okay, so when we're happy with our forms, we could either download them or print them and send them to the agent to look over. And once that happens, we can go ahead and prepare the signature. So we'll click on prepare. We can rename it however you'd like. Listing package. It automatically puts us as the assistant in here. So normally it's at needs to sign as a default. So we'll just make sure we change it to receives a copy. And then the seller agent and the seller need to sign. So that's great. Click on next. It just takes a second sometimes. Excellent. Okay, so like preparing the buyer documents, at the top you'll see the two different people that are going to be signing. Sometimes there's 3 or 4. Each person is assigned a color to help keep it simple. The different documents that are being signed are on the left. The recipients are here on the left. And if you wanted to make a change to this information, like an email address, you would just click on the 3 dots and click on Edit Recipients. From here, you could change their email addresses. You just click on the little pencil. You could add another person. You could also make it so that one person signs before the other. So you just add another group and drag the second person down. That way the first person's going to sign and then the second person's going to sign. The second person won't be even notified until the first person signs. So we'll go ahead and click that. From here, we'll just continue to scroll down. On the RECO guide, it's only the last page that the clients are going to need to sign. So we'll just make sure it's set up in the proper way. So here there was no date. And it was for the agent, so I'm going to click on date and put the date here, and that's perfect. The client is going to sign. So when you want to get that out of the way, you just click it again, and then it removes. Now, one thing I will say is Digisign always puts an initial in both MLS and exclusive, and often that is not correct. So in this case, we're not doing an exclusive period. We need to make sure we remove that initial because it is incorrect if it's both there. The other initials that are required are included, so that's great. This initial specifically talks about how there's going to be taxes payable on the commission. And then we scroll down, everyone is here. So you just go through. Here's another example of where Digisign will put the initial in both spaces, and that is not correct. So you'll have to remove one of them. So in this case, it's saying the seller does not agree, does not give permission for agents to contact them if this listing expires before it sells. Everything else is inputted already. Here's your Schedule A, and it has your agent's custom services that they provide. And the data sheet, we're going to pretend that this data sheet is completely filled out because all of the pink items are mandatory fields and the client needs to sign off on it. So it is something that the front desk would be asking for if you handed something in that was incomplete. Unfortunately, the boards do audit us, and we need to make sure we have the complete paperwork. Okay, signature, date. This page here is the different options. The Schedule B is something that will be attached to your listing. Your client should not be initialing it right now. This will happen when there's a deal, when someone's creating the deal, and then your clients can initial it when there is an offer in place. If you don't submit a Schedule B with your listing, just our standard Schedule B will be attached to your listing. The seller direction, so there's no reason why the seller needs to initial this one because it's blank, but they will initial the other two and then sign, and then the agent will also sign. And the listing appointment sheet is just for information. And this entry access, the client will need to initial the one spot that we filled out saying that the photographer does have permission. So as you can see, I put an initial there, but that's not the seller's. So I'll just switch that so that it's the seller that's initialing there. And if in doubt, it does tell you right underneath the spot to be initialed that they're requesting the seller's initial. And then the permission for photos and videos. Now this permission, we're giving the photographer permission, but even if this was like a home inspection, they might want to take photos and videos. So you would still want that permission from the client. The spotlight order form. And that's it. So I would click on save and exit so that the agent can go back in, take a look at everything, make sure everything is good, and send to their clients. That way they can decide and talk the client through signing it. They would just come to envelopes, they would click on it, they would go through it, make sure everything is good, and then they could click on send. Once they click on send, they can change the subject line. And they can add an email message as well. They would send for signatures, and then it would be off. Once they send it for signatures, you can always log in. So you can go to SkySlope Forms, and you'll be able to see what's going on. You'll be able to see how many envelopes there are, how many forms. If you clicked on the file, you can make changes to some of the forms. You can click on envelopes and see, when things were sent. Who signed it, because had one person signed it, it would be in here. And you could also edit. So you could click on remind and resend. Let's say this email address was wrong. You could click on the pencil and change the email address, and then click on send reminder from there. So I hope that helps. I will do another video on how to do the different version of a data entry form, because currently if you're filling out your data entry form here, you also have to do data input on the board. So on Toronto Real Estate Board or on Cornerstone, you'll have to input that information. So it's like you're inputting it twice. So there is another option for some people who would rather just input it once. So stay tuned and I'll make that video.